lovelies, welcome back to my channel and a brand new video. Yes, I'm starting it in the dark, just outside Sainsbury's. My dad's just popping in for a couple of bits. I didn't know whether I actually wanted to do this video. I had no idea, but I'm sat here and I'm doing it anyway because I think that it needs to be talked about. And, you know, things that spiral out of control on social media in general is, you know, sometimes these things, they need to be addressed. Some people make a mistake, some people get it right, whatever. But tonight we're going to be talking about something that has happened that's not been very nice on TikTok. Now, I'm not going to mention anyone's name. As you know, I don't do that. Apart from that once that I did slip up. I didn't mean to. I still feel bad doing that. I am going to mention it every time I do things like this, just so no one can say, but you did. I'm not having it. I've already said I've done it by accident. Anyway, so instead of going into detail about what this is about, let's just get straight in there, you know? Let's get straight in. So, as you guys know, I recently got to 7k on TikTok, which is wonderful. I am so super happy about it. I'm getting closer and closer to 8k at the moment. Please excuse my facial expression. Yeah, anyway. So I said I was just going to go straight into it and I haven't. So cut a very long story short. I say very long. There is a friend of a friend who had done something that wasn't too clever. Not going into too much detail because I want to keep a lot of it private because I'm not sure how many people would want me to make it so public. That's why I questioned whether doing the video or not. But I just think I will do it because it needs to be addressed. So someone had did a video and it wasn't a very nice one towards myself, and I should have taken it lying down and just said, you know what, brush it off. And I did for the first, 20 minutes of the video being around. And I questioned about, do I go further? Do I not? So I decided to report it to TikTok itself. But they said that it didn't breach or ruin their community guidelines. It wasn't against their community guidelines, even though they don't like bullying, but they kind of let it slide, which I thought I was going to do that anyway, so I'm not too cross. But then one of my moderators, not saying any names, had noticed it and was not happy about it because they show love and support for me and they care for us in the group that we are in at the moment, which is great. Yeah, so that had all gone on, and the person, my moderator, had, you know, made it a decision to go public and say this and this happened by this person, and had said, you know, don't follow them because of things which I'm trying to keep as much private as I can. And the person who had made the video noticed what my moderator had said and wasn't best pleased. They had explained that what had happened before I go into what they had explained, they sounded all nice and friendly in the background when I was on the phone to somebody. But then that somebody had said to me that, oh, they don't like you. And I was quite hurt because I hadn't done anything to upset that person. I would never go out of my way to do that anyway. So I'm a very sensitive and an emotional person. So it quite affected me, and it shouldn't normally affect me as bad as it did, but it did. That's, you know, I'm really emotional, really sensitive, so... I was quite upset, and I spoke to my moderator about it because I thought I need someone to talk to about this. Not because I wanted to be what some people say is a grass. I needed someone to talk to because it had affected me. So I had gone through all emotions with that, and then the person who made the video had noticed my moderator's video, and they argued and said things that I'm not going to mention because it's private, and it was just a big carry-on, and it turned into this massive ordeal that it didn't need to be turned into. And they're both really nice people, and it's just such a shame that it happened. You know, one of my other moderators had come across the same video and done their own video expressing their thoughts on it. And, you know, it happens on all platforms, but it happened to be TikTok this time round. I say this time, yeah. But my thoughts are more on TikTok and their guidelines, or more on the fact that they don't always follow their own guidelines. But that's going to be a separate video because I have a lot to say on that one. I mean, a lot to say. So, trying to cut the long story short, it's calmed down, like right down. No one's saying any more about it, which is fine. There's nothing really to be said. But I just want to, you don't have to take this advice, but if you're in a similar situation or the same thing or worse or anything at all, the only advice I would give if you wanted advice is to just use this before this, because a lot of people use this and forget about this, and that is what can cause things like this, make situations like this worse. And yeah, it's not a good idea. Anyway, that is just the end of the video, really. There's not really much to say. So I really hope that more of you start thinking before speaking, because a small thing can be made into a big thing just by someone taking it really, really bad. And this doesn't need to turn into this, if you know what I mean. And it happens a lot, you know, and I'm not a big fan of that. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I love you all so much. Apologise for the lighting in a car park. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye. Hi everyone. The hashtag that I use, Elise Duets. If you amazing followers of mine duet me, please use the hashtag to help build it up, and you're very welcome if you duet me to put yourselves on there. I know I said it was just for me to use to build it up, but if you duet me and you want to use the hashtag, you're very welcome to. I love you all so much. Mwah.